Saint Joseph the Worker. And I have found that nothing is better than for a man to rejoice in his work, and that this is his portion. Ecclesiastes 3:22. The Bible reveals that Saint Joseph was a carpenter, but did he work only with wood? The word faber, used in the Latin scriptures when defining Joseph's occupation, was a general term applied to a craftsman in any material. This could be one who works with wood, stone, iron, or even precious metals. Saint Hilarion, Saint Isidore, and Saint Bede believed that Joseph was an ironsmith and wrote in their commentaries on the Gospels that Jesus was the son of the smith who subdues iron with fire. The great saints Justin Martyr, Thomas Aquinas, and John Chrysostom, however, held the opinion that Joseph was in fact a worker of wood, as was Jesus. Saint Justin Martyr. Jesus came to John, being reputed the son of Joseph, the carpenter or worker in wood, and he himself was reckoned to be a carpenter, for while he dwelt amongst men, he had performed carpenter's work, making plows and yokes, teaching us to live just lives free from idleness. Saint Thomas Aquinas. Jesus was reputed to be the son of Joseph, who was not a forger of iron, but a worker in wood. Saint John Chrysostom. Therefore, Mary was espoused to a carpenter, because Jesus, the spouse of the Church, was to work the salvation of the world by the wood of the cross. The earliest art depicting Joseph shows him holding carpentry tools, but he may be envisioned working with both wood and iron. He could be called on to build furniture, help build a neighbor's house, replace locks, or hang doors. Joseph was a master of his trade and put care into the work he did for people, and the people of Nazareth knew this. They knew that he was not at all greedy or unfair, but was an honest man to do business with. This was revealed to Mother Cecilia Bage. Saint Joseph performed all his work exceptionally well, and everybody was always impressed by it. Joseph only took what was offered to him for his labor. He left the amount of pay up to them, and he received it from them with thanks, as if it were a gift rather than payment owed to him. In his little workshop, Joseph would always make time for prayer, and would often lower himself to the ground, and make a complete oblation of himself to God. In the encyclical Quam Pluris, Pope Leo XIII shows the dignity of Saint Joseph the Worker and praises him. For Joseph of royal blood, united by marriage to the greatest and holiest of women, reputed the father of the Son of God, passed his life in labor and won by the toil of the artisan the needful support of his family. It is then true that the condition of the lowly has nothing shameful in it, and the work of the laborer is not only not dishonoring, but can, if virtue be joined to it, be singularly ennobled. Joseph, content with his slight possessions, bore the trials consequent on a fortune so slender, with greatness of soul, in imitation of his Son, who having put on the form of a slave, being the Lord of life, subjected himself of his own free will to the spoliation and loss of everything.